Well, thank you, Iyasu, for your opening statement. And for all your opening statements, actually. We will now go into questions asked by me, in which you will get time to answer the question. And if any rebuttals follow, I, as the moderator, will try my best to keep speaking time equal. I do ask all candidates for no interruptions to keep the debate going smoothly. To keep it fair, Hideyoshi will start this round, followed by Ieyasu and then Nobunaga. Hideyoshi, we will begin now. So, my first question for you is, as you stated in your opening statement, you said you wanted to restrict weapons and their so-called deadliness. If you were to enact this, how would you do this, and maybe give some more reasoning behind it? Of course. My reasoning comes from experiences and the horrors that I've seen in my short time in America. Fully automatic weapons have the same power as the weapons that are used in the military, which can cause issues when in trying to enforce the laws, as well as putting others in danger. For example, public shootings and school shootings that have plagued American society and need to be put to a stop. I will not confiscate all weapons, for I see no issue with hunting and providing food for your family. But I do see a problem with military-grade weapons in the hands of civilians. These weapons would not go to waste, however. All weapons would be repurposed for the use for the military, as well as the metal which could be used towards infrastructure. My past experience with this was the confiscation of swords and weapons and firearms from farmers so they could fully devote themselves to farming. We then used these swords to shine a light on the great image of Buddha. This also put farmers in more safety, as other farmers wouldn't go after other farmers. This also made it easier for taxation without the fear of a revolt. If I may interject, wasn't your real plan behind the confiscation of weapons to weaken the people from their ability to defend themselves in any situation? And didn't this go hand in hand with your want for less movement across the country as well, which clashes with the American idea of freedom? Well, no, I see the confiscation as a way of unifying the country rather than limiting people's ability for defense. The defense of people comes with law enforcement and the military, which exists through taxes. What I'm getting at is that you would rather abolish public services to keep a peaceful society and create a lawless, every man for himself society. This also renders taxes useless, which, of course, people are not fans of, but as we all know, taxes need to exist. No, not at all. That is far from my point. My point was, without the use of some self-defense and weaponry by the people, you would leave Americans with no way of stopping from a legalistic government. And if the government wanted to seize all their land, they simply could. And what would stop them? Nothing.